Once again, it's review time on the show. Another game from NISAmerica, something we look at a lot here on the show. Hey, I'm a JRPG nut, what can I say? But wait, this is not a JRPG. What's going on, everybody? Emceemur here. It's time. We're going to take a look at another new release on the way from our friends at NISAmerica. That's right, the release of LaMulana 1 and 2 for current gen consoles. And this game, I gotta say, it interested me the minute I got a look at it. It just looked like something I had to take a look at, and I couldn't quite put my finger on the reason right away. But those reasons are going to become clear the deeper we get into this review. Let's look at this fantastic collection right now. So, just at first glance and first feel, this game to me has that very late 80s, early Genesis game vibe to it. The graphics being reminiscent of the growing pains amidst the transition from 8-bit to 16-bit quality. If that sounds like criticism, well, it isn't. It's actually what makes it instantly appetizing. It's retro done right. Even the movement and mechanics seem limited by design in places, which makes this feel authentic. This game won't baby you like modern day retro titles sometimes do. Find a save point or die. Die and lose your progress. And while platformers with shops and coin grinding tend to be my favorite platformers, for example, Keith Courage, Clash at Demon Head, the Wonder Boy games, just to name a few, that element here makes dying that much more devastating. Little dude's durable though, I'll give him that. The game isn't unreasonable in regards to the life bar. It's important to note that LaMulana isn't a new game. Apparently this has been around for like 15 years in one form or another, even having been featured as like WiiWare in the old eShop. And, you know, I scoured that shop weekly, so I'm sure I must have seen this, but it somehow didn't grab my attention back then. It's a shame too, because I would have liked some history with this game, as I definitely like what I'm seeing so far right here. So let's make up for lost time. There's definitely a puzzle element, the key word being element. Yeah, there are hidden activators, items, doors, etc., but it doesn't overdo the puzzles. You're always looking for secrets, but you're not being forced to crack the dadgum Da Vinci Code every frame just in order to keep the game moving. You know, I've put down other newer platformers recently because of that very hindrance. It may appeal to some, but in my opinion, it bogs down the overall experience in that genre. LaMulana seems to balance everything very well though. I'm running into mysteries I don't have the answers to yet, but I'm not hopelessly stuck for eternity. There's plenty to explore and to do, and with somewhat of a free roam aspect going on here, or what the cool kids like to call Metroidvania these days, it keeps the game going and flowing so the action never stops. So back to the shops for a minute. There are so many items to obtain. I love the whole grinding and returning to the village thing, and beyond the village is the hot spring where you can heal up. But you still don't completely get a break. There's even enemies here. Hey, I'm trying to bathe over here. Can I get some privacy? You know, I expect to get walled in at this point, but the map keeps going. This game seems to sprawl out in all directions, and you may wonder, you know, how far is too far? I may not be ready to fight this guy yet. Okay, yeah, I'm out. Epic boss battles. Check. This game checks a lot of boxes though. You know, despite the 16-bit look, which again, sounds derogatory when you know it actually isn't. There's a lot of graphic detail here, you know, like the dust puffing out at our hero's feet or the bits of stone crumbling from beneath the platforms you're stepping on. Man, this is great. This is good stuff. Now, LaMulana 2 features Dude's daughter as the main character, and besides just being a lot easier on the old eyeballs, she's a lot more maneuverable too. You got mid-jump movement that's improved, mid-jump ladder grabs. She just loosens up the gameplay a little bit for you. She's a little different. I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same game, but we wouldn't want the format to change. It's a solid follow-up. revisiting the ruins years later for a completely new adventure, new characters to interact with, and great-looking artwork that goes along with them, and all new monsters, including rabid Pikachus. Yes, I said Pikachus. I mean, come on, that's at least a distant cousin, isn't it? And of course, new boss fights. So there's a lot to love in this sequel. You know, beyond just the quality of life enhancements we see in the gameplay, we get somewhat of a fast travel option in the Holy Grail you find in the ruins. This is another one of those overwhelming in the best way possible scenarios. There are 2 games here, and both have a lot of exploration to do in them. It nails the old school feel and sounds too. The whip cracks are crisp. The ladder step sounds, down into the other zones, sounds a lot like Golvellius Valley of Doom, and, well, that makes me smile. I think that's it, this isn't just retro to me, it feels so Sega that it's crazy, and maybe that's why it jives with me so well. So, LaMulana 1 and 2 come together to release on current-gen consoles March 17th, and actually are available on Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. And this comes to us as the Hidden Treasures edition, with books, soundtracks, a puzzle, and a big box set, so it comes to current gen in style. And if you like what you see here as much as I do so far, it is not too late to pre-order your copy. So there you have it, LaMulana 1 and 2 coming your way very soon on all major current gen consoles. That's the coolest part about this. Getting some Xbox love in there too. And a fantabulous box set for those of you going the physical route. So man, I just really love what I see here. The Sega feels, I'm about that if you watch the show. That's something we get down with right here. But I really enjoyed what I've played so far of this game, and it's something I think that is gonna have replay value. Even though games like this, you beat them and you're like, oh my god, I'm done. You missed something. There's always reason to go back in a game like this. And games. There's 2 games, so I mean, great bang for the buck there. I want to thank NISAmerica again for getting me a review copy of this game to take a look at. You know that I love sharing these things with you and getting you pumped up for pre-orders before these things come out. They're so cool to take a look at. So, but most importantly, I want to know what you thought about what you saw here today on the show. I want to get a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show, so I'm going to need you to leave a comment in the comment section of this video. You know that I love talking with you, networking with you, seeing what's up, talking about these new things, all the new developments as they unravel, all kind of new stuff going on. We've had a big 2020 so far and so much more coming your way. I hope that you liked this video. We're going to drop a like on this video. Most importantly, if you have not already done so, I'm going to need you to subscribe to the Emceemur Show and be a part of Mer Nation. We're rising up. All the fantastic things we do right here on the show, you need to be a part of. Make sure that you smack that notification bell so you are the first to know when new content goes live, because you know that I love making it for you each and every time. So again, so much more coming your way. You better buckle up. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous review, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.